Councilwoman Tammy Caputi has voted to approve every single high-density apartment project that has come to the council since she took office in January of 2021. Some people wonder if Tammy's lighting company benefits financially from the approval of these projects. Just listen to Tammy's explanations for her votes to approve all of these apartments. You will notice her utter contempt for those residents who want to protect Scottsdale from high-density development. Greenbelt 88 228 apartments was a controversial project that the neighbors did not want.
The main complaints were about traffic, too high, too dense, and for some reason people don't seem to want housing, they want it to be all retail. Our traffic department has actually concluded for us that Hayden Road from McKellips to Indian School is overbuilt. We're actually recommending decreasing that road from 6 lanes to 4 because it's been built for excess capacity. If you're more worried about responding to loud voices who are unwilling to acknowledge our current reality or to compromise, then you'll vote no. I enthusiastically support this project.
The Kimsey, 190 units plus a hotel.
Developers looking to invest here in Scottsdale are all looking at the Kimsey, as we know, to decide whether they're going to move forward or if they're going to move elsewhere. Let's build this project now and create a win for our city.
The Marcato project ran into so much community opposition back in 2022 that the council had no choice but to deny the developer's application. But if it were up to Tammy, she would have approved it.
To me, it seems like we have a great project. It, once again, checks all the boxes. And most importantly, I just think we can't make public policy listening to the next door issues. Of course, we need to listen to our residents, but a lot of the information and the opinions we're getting are exaggerations. This is the most commercial, busy intersection of our city. We have major employers here. Of course it's going to be busy at rush hour. We're not going to stop growing because there's rush hour traffic. Traffic is a good thing for our city to some degree. I mean, that means that we're vibrant and exciting and successful. Again, maybe there's a disconnect between the facts and what people feel. I don't know. I think you've brought us a good project. I think you certainly have earned the right to continue on and hear more information, and I'm feeling awfully frustrated up here. So,
the Artisan, 83 units, 4 to 5 stories tall.
I actually had the pleasure to chair the Development Review Board when this project was brought through, and so I feel very strongly about this project. This is a great project, and I am in full support.
Gold Dust Apartments High Street Residential, 215 units.
In the presentation, it was also mentioned that traffic volume has decreased significantly, both at the intersection of Scottsdale and Mountain View and at Scottsdale and Shea. So these streets are nowhere near capacity. It's just hard to understand the fear of an overwhelming amount of traffic because the numbers don't show us that. I really think we need to use the facts when we make decisions here on the dais, and we have to plan for our future. So I'm proud to support this project.
Optima at McDowell Mountain Village, 1,390 units, 6 buildings with heights up to 8 stories.
I think this is a project that will actually set a precedent that we can be proud of. You know, we don't approve all projects. I think we've actually approved quite a few, a very small number of projects since we've been sitting on the council in the last couple of years. I'm happy to support this project.
The Miller Project, 148 units, 76 feet tall.
The reason I like this project is because we've said these are the things we want. I really support us putting our actions, not just our words, and so I absolutely will give support to this project.
The Park, at the former site of Cracker Jack's, 1,180 units plus a hotel and commercial office space with bonus heights up to 10 stories.
In fact, we haven't had a whole lot of development projects in the last few years, and so it is our job on council to determine the best use for the few areas that remain. Successful cities do not stagnate, and after careful consideration, I support this quality project, and I hope that the rest of my colleagues will as well.
Scottsdale 3,200, 135 units.
You've got to make an affordable product, and I think that you've done a good job, and I am in support of this project. Thank you.
When she was on the Development Review Board in 2017, Tammy voted to approve the Desert Discovery Center, a highly controversial project which would have allowed commercial development in the McDowell Sonoran Preserve.
I'm not quite sure how you would study the preserve without being in the preserve. So I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. I mean, how do you study the desert without being in the desert? That's sort of the whole point, so.
I guess, ready to vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Nay.
Nay.
Is that 3 ayes? The ayes have it.
The project was ultimately defeated by a vote of citizens, by 71%. Voters will be making a choice in the upcoming primary election. A vote for Tammy is a vote for the continued urbanization of Scottsdale.